Good morning.
I'm Elizabeth Silva.
And I'm Julia Chappie. The Chelmsford-Barica rivalry started in 1927, and this year will mark the 92nd game.
Everyone comes for their own reasons, and everyone is pumped for the game. There are so many different groups of people that come together, and they work hard, and people come to see the players play for lots of food or for the amazing halftime show.
This season, the Chelmsford High football team came together and built a strong and everlasting bond on and off the field. As a senior, I got to watch all these players grow, and they turned into a huge family. The boys put their blood, sweat, and tears into the game. I would like to thank the following dedicated and talented the crew members: Emma Walsh as segment producer, Jaden Ortiz as segment editor, and videographers Evans and Josh Walsh.
Kevin Stolke, wide receiver, South Row Elementary.
Jake Hendrickson, outside linebacker, the BYAM.
Cam Dangy, cornerback, the BYAM.
Chris Arabius, quarterback, South Row.
Brian Mitchell, wide receiver, the YAM.
Peter Caruso, tight end, defensive end, the South Row Elementary.
Nathan Fernald, D-line, the Burn.
Kevin Hennessy, kicker, Harrington Elementary School.
Clayton Castelletto, defensive end, Harrington Elementary School.
Andy Shore, running back, the BYAM.
Jason Boudreau, D-line, the YAM.
David Hamilton, defensive end, the South Row Elementary School.
Tim Barlow, middle linebacker, Westlands.
Spencer Gump, offensive line, South Row Elementary School.
Dora Marcoulier, O-line, D-line, Westlands Elementary School.
Burton Nordengren, offensive guard, Center School.
Jake Ferrer, defensive tackle, right guard, Center Elementary School.
Eden Trainer, guard, Center Elementary School.
Kyle Sweeney, right tackle, the Byram Elementary.
Dylan Goodspeed, wide receiver, punter, Medford Elementary School.
Jimmy Latham, tight end, Harrington.
Our seniors have worked so hard this season, and we wish them luck in the future.
Ready to cheer our team on are the cheerleaders. It requires a lot of trust to be a cheerleader, so everything goes smoothly and no one gets hurt. Emily Magnet as PA and Sophie Boucher as segment producer.
I love that my whole team is just really supportive, and
our team.
It's a super fun and easy way to stay active and be involved in a really great cause for the school.
The football games is really fun. You get to express team spirit and the crowds to get them going.
So basically my role as captain is just to be a leader for the girls and to set a good example. In each stunt group there's a base, a back, a flyer, and a front. Tumblers on the squad do all the flips that everyone likes to see.
And always be pushed to be better. There's never a maxed out point.
I love the camaraderie and the fun. Cheering is fun.
To prepare for a game, we have team dinners every week, and on Fridays for home games, we'll get ready together at someone's house. We show up early for the games, an hour before, and sometimes 2 hours before, so we can practice cheers. We can start warm up tumbling, warm up stunting.
Getting everybody to cooperate and do what they're told. Having everybody try new things.
So practice with Chelmsford Cheer isn't the same every day because there's so much to work on. We have pep rally and comp cheers, and basically every day we do some running, we stretch, then we go right into jumps, tumbling, stunting, or cheers.
Usually we adopt the cheers from other towns, or we'll just combine motions and make our own.
For a long time, we've been doing Chelmsford High, with the band and the music, every time we get a touchdown.
As the cheerleaders said, we are the Lions. We are proud to be Lions, and the cheerleaders' chants really keep our team spirits high.
Another group that brings a ton of energy to the game is the band. The band is a huge group of talented people, and Josh Walsh, segment producer, interviews the band major, Ben, Jess, and Emma on what it means to be part of the band.
So as drum majors, our role primarily is to conduct and keep time. But beyond that, it's our job to lead the band in spirit and physically.
Sometimes rehearsal is super productive, and sometimes we still get things done. We always get things done, but it might be a little bit of a slower process. And that's kind of where we come in. We try to keep things moving along and spirits high.
It's quite intense sometimes wearing these uniforms. Well, the uniforms, for starters, are pretty big depending on if it's, properly fitted to you. There are a ton of buttons you have to, button up. During the hotter games, they really keep you warm. And during the colder games, none of that heat stays. You have to wear hand warmers, body warmers to keep you warm.
Regardless of how the football team is doing, we're having fun. We're playing stance tunes. We're talking to each other.
Oh my gosh. So the band is so important at these games because it falls to the band a lot to root for the team, and we're always supportive no matter if we're losing or if we're winning. And it keeps everyone interested in the game. And it certainly gets more people involved in the football game.
Brings energy, and it's very positive, and this group is so passionate about what they do. The whole crowd, whether it be the football team or the Tundra, they notice that, and it really amps them up. This group is something incredibly special to not just the band, but to everyone.
The band always wins, the band is always smiling, and people who listen to the music smile too.
But the band wouldn't be band without Color Guard. Color Guard is a visual ensemble who perform alongside the band. Allie Moore as segment producer interviews Moore McGuire and Mia Demopier.
Color Guard is a performing arts aspect to the marching band. We perform at halftime at the football games, and we use batons, flags, and rifles.
A typical practice on Tuesdays, the band practices from 4 to 7, and we learn the drill, which is where we move from each part of the song, along with doing the routine, and that's usually a Tuesday practice. But we also practice on Wednesdays, and that's when we learn the routine down hardcore.
We bring a fun aspect to the marching band and football games. Not that that's not fun already, but it's just another thing that people can enjoy. They can listen to the music, they can watch us perform, and they can have a nice time. For different people, because everyone has different skill levels, it does take a lot of memorizing and the ability to pick stuff up fairly quickly, but everyone is really good and really great, and everyone gets stuff eventually.
No experience necessary. You should come right on over and join our fancy club.
My favorite part about everything I do is getting to choreograph pep rally and being able to help people and help them learn and develop better, and being able to see that.
I not only enjoy just being a part of the Color Guard, and it allows me to interact not only with the Color Guard but also with the band. I get to make new friends and form new relationships, and it also gives me I love performing, so being in front of that crowd and also knowing that I support the team that's behind me is really good feeling. We not only perform at football games, but we also perform at pep rally. We do all kinds of parades. We perform at graduation. We're an all-season sport. Color Guard brings the fun, the spunk, the funk. We enlighten it. We make it more enjoyable, something entertaining to watch.
You can join Color Guard by contacting Mrs. Bonner. She's an 8th grade science teacher at the middle school, or Mr. Sexauer, who is in the band room.
As Maura said, it's a great feeling to support the team behind me. We all come to the football game to support CHS.
A group of students who show up at the football game, rain or shine, home or away, is the Tundra.
Produced by our one and only Julia.
I interviewed Griffin Green and Graham Jeffries to tell us a little bit about what it means to be part of the Tundra.
All right, so the Tundra is a group of kids that organize at sporting events for students to come and support their fellow classmates during during their games, and go to varsity sports, and we have this flag, and we pick themes for the games that students can come.
The theme tonight, we got breast cancer awareness, so everyone's wearing pink, which is huge.
Yeah, we hype people up. That's the main goal. Get some wins on the board. Let's go, Chumps! So any playoff teams, we'll be there out supporting. So
the Tundra definitely hypes up the team with fun-spirited days, and the crowd sticks together and cheers on the football team.
Nick and Christine DeSilvio run the Booster Club alongside with a great group of volunteers. They collect money not just for the football team, but all sports. Sarah Evans as segment producer.
My name is Nick DeSilvio. I am the president of the All Sports Boosters. I've been a member of the organization for about 8 years.
I'm Christine DeSilvio. I'm the Snacks Concessions Director. Pretty much, we keep the facility stocked, cleaned.
Our club, basically, the main function is to raise funds to support the athletic program.
And all the income here from the concessions goes back to all the kids, every penny, for scholarships, varsity jackets to the earned players, awards on awards night.
We purchase all the awards for all 3 awards nights, as well as senior awards. And we give out 15 scholarships a year to well-deserving students. Well, for me, the best part of participating in the Booster Club is really the satisfaction that the kids are getting something out of it. Our satisfaction is awards night. That's when we're the happiest, because that's what we're here for. It's for the kids.
I work in the school, so I get to see them. The enjoyment of watching the kids on the field at the same time you're in here, and it's the gratification that you're giving back to the kids. We have participation from a lot of parents. That's how the concessions work. Volunteers that step up, parents that for JV and varsity. As long as we can get it open for them, absolutely contact any booster member on our website or show up. Thursday, our meetings are usually posted on the booster website.
One of the first things that you see when you come here is the field house, and that's the home of the boosters.
Our group, the Boosters, brings to the football experience the camaraderie in here, the pride in our football players and all our sports.
It's people like Nick and Christine and their awesome volunteers that make it financially possible for everyone to enjoy sports at CHS.
A man who truly loves CHS football is our beloved George Simonian. We are blessed to have a stadium named in his honor. Kaylee Duncan and segment producer interview Mr. Simonian, who embodies CHS pride.
You could be called CHS football's greatest fan. Can you tell me why CHS football program has always been special to you?
Well, all the programs are special. It's just that football is a sport where on every play, there are 11 people on defense, 11 people on offense. Everybody has a job to do. So in every play, everybody is involved.
What was your first football game? Do you remember what year it was?
1957. Okay. We won a state championship that year. What I remember about that team, those are the days when you played both ways, okay? You were on offense and defense, whatever, okay? What I remember about that team was what those people did after high school. It was a great bunch of kids. The quarterback was, he's now a Jesuit priest, Father Brian Hare, okay? He was the quarterback. The 2 Gleasons were the halfbacks. Roddy Bell was the fullback. I'll never forget this, okay? Went on to the Naval Academy, played at the Naval Academy. They were great. In fact, a number of them were in our Hall of Fame, okay? In fact, I think that whole backfield is in our Hall of Fame. The 2 Gleasons, Ronnie Bell, he's in the Hall of Fame, and so is Father Brian Hare, Hawkeye.
Straight ahead.
Vecchione's in.
Vecchione's in, standing up. Mike Vecchione for the touchdown.
Do you have a favorite game or season that stands out in your memory?
You know, as I go back over the years and look at every season, they were all great years. Even the years when we didn't have a good team, okay? They were great years. The kids played hard, okay? Like this year's team, okay? You know, they're playing hard. They're doing their best they can, okay? They're not being very successful at it, but they're playing. So they run into each other. The seasons run into each other, okay? The season that we win the Super Bowls, or the season we go undefeated, the season we beat Billerica. Those are the ones you remember. There was one game years ago when we played Billerica, went into how many overtimes? I think it was 5 overtimes when we finally beat them. What was this? The final score? It was 50-something, not 50. What was that one? Yeah, 53 to 51. 5 overtimes. Okay, we won 53 to 51. Okay, now the kids that played in that game will always remember that. They'll always remember that game. Okay, and that's one of the things about traditional games. You'll remember if you played in it. You'll remember it. And we've had good luck with Billerica. Back when I was the principal here, we used to have a pep rally, and at the end of the pep rally before the game, I used to say to the kids, the students, I used to say, 2 things happen every Thanksgiving. People eat turkey, and we beat Billerica.
We can beat Billerica. Mr. Simonian's love for football humbles and fills our hearts with pride.
Another group who's really devoted to the football games is CHSTV. But CHSTV does so much more than just film the games. Emma Walsh as segment producer and Jaden Ortiz as editor.
I've been involved in TV now for about 8 years.
I was thinking about it recently. I think this is my 20th season.
I graduated high school in 1990. I started TV here in 1988, and it's 2018.
It's really great being a new member of TV. I've been able to learn so much from all of the upperclassmen who have more experience, and they've been able to teach me so much. I've also been able to experiment in lots of different types of TV.
I feel like it's a family, you know, like everybody really included everybody in, and no one really cares if you're a sophomore or a freshman or a junior. Like, we're all capable of doing anything we want, you know, and we're capable of learning and trying different things.
Love watching the upperclassmen teach all of the new people that come in how to do what we do.
It's fun because you get to learn all kinds of different personalities. Different students are interested in different things. You get a lot of students that really want to learn, graphics, or really want to learn how to direct or TD or things like that. And it's neat to sort of see how everybody fits together and makes the crew run.
Fantastic, because obviously students is what drives and keeps our productions going. So a typical football game, we do 4 cameras. So we'll have cameras in the stands. We'll have 3 cameras in the stands. So we'll have one in the 50, one at each 20, and then we typically have a handheld camera that goes up and down the sidelines. Each of those require an operator. Then we also have 2 people that are part of our, inside the truck side, are part of replays. So we have a main replay operator that's picking, choosing camera angles, and then also a highlight operator. We'll have someone who's running sound. So in terms of all the sounds of the game, is a soundboard op. We'll have someone running graphics, so any of the forms of the lower thirds on the screen in terms of the players, to the scores or on the top part of our screen are all done and controlled by our graphics operator.
It's really fun to be able to work with all of these different people. Really, I came back because of the people doing it. It's been super great.
People are so great and so nice and so welcoming, and also I just love interviewing and stuff and learning about, different people in different groups and, the different aspects and views and perspective of things is really interesting to see from TV.
The students are what makes it for me. I love that we foster such an environment that the students can take a leadership role. I love that they want to be hands-on and really learn the equipment. They're not just in it to get through the game and go home. They're in it to actually see what goes into this broadcast, and that's why I keep coming back.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite part of my job altogether. Is I love, like for spinners, for example, when I start at the beginning of the season, I'm running around crazy, doing all kinds of work. By the end of the season, I go out and I sit in the stands for an inning or 2 because all of the students have learned so much and they just run everything and I don't have to do anything.
So working with students is a lot of fun, but also challenging at the same time. So, students obviously in a learning environment, so they're learning all the different aspects of these different positions. But they're also learning working as a team and learning the fact that a TV production that every person's got a particular job, but it all gels together to make actual production.
It really doesn't matter what grade you're in or how much experience you have. You will be welcomed into CHSTv.
Perseverance, respect, integrity, determination, and empathy. Every member of CHS strives for pride.
CHS to me has been such a great part of my life. Both the faculty, the students, and the spirit of Chelmsford High School. I think it's very much part of the fabric of the community, and I think the people that are here sense that, and they dedicate themselves and work really hard to make that happen.
The actual people that make up our community. I've been here since I was a kid. I graduated, and the staff has always, in my mind, gone the extra mile.
The students here are so amazing. They get involved in so many different things.
How tolerant and accepting our students are here. We really celebrate diversity and we love all the different passions and interests that students show.
And one of the things I'm most proud of here, in addition to our academics, is how community service oriented our students are. We have so many programs here after school and even connected to our school day in which our students give back to the community in any number of ways, whether it be at elementary and middle school levels or within our community itself, senior citizens, etc.
We have amazing after school programs. We have amazing community-based programs, great theater and arts program, athletics. You know, when you have kids who are compassionate about these things and you have role models and teachers and coaches who are passionate about these programs, it just is a wonderful product.
There is something for everybody here. There's just so many programs, and the kids do a great job of working together. And I love the place, I love the students, and I love how much passion everybody has for the school and for those individual programs.
Coming to CHS, coming on to Cheerleaders practice field with this team, it's been great.
One of my favorite sayings is that there are some schools that are better than we are in one or two things, but it's pretty tough to beat us across the board.
It's one school for one mission all the time.
The administration, students, and parents all make the CHS community a family. We are all proud to be a Lion and be a part of this community.
We have a 65 winning percentage against Billerica. We can win. Our football players and coaches have prepared for this game. So many people come to see the game, from parents, alumni, high schoolers, and even middle schoolers.
Every football game is experience. It brings together music, spirit, and cheer. At the end, it's our pride that keeps us together as a community. This was Julia and Elizabeth, and thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Thanksgiving. Now let's go to the press box for our 2018 Thanksgiving game.